Most men over 60 believe that losing energy, muscle tone, and even sexual desire is just part of aging. They start walking slower, sleeping worse, and depending more and more on medications. But what if I told you that a simple daily habit, something completely free, could reverse much of that decline? What if the answer wasn't in a pill or a supplement or an expensive therapy, but in your own 2 feet? Walking. Yes, walking. Not just a casual stroll around the house, but a committed daily walk, done with purpose, intention, and consistency. Science is now proving what ancient traditions always knew. The body was made to move, and when it stops moving, it starts dying, slowly. But when it moves, especially after 60, something extraordinary begins to happen. Blood starts to circulate more freely. Oxygen reaches places it hasn't been in a while. Inflammation begins to decrease. The brain receives more fuel. Testosterone levels, in many cases, begin to rise naturally, and even issues like erectile dysfunction, fatigue, and joint stiffness start to fade. This video is not about exercise, it's about life, because walking daily after 60 can literally restart your biology. It can give you back the vitality, mental clarity, and confidence you thought were gone for good. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly what happens to a man's body when walking becomes a habit, and how something so simple can change everything. Your mood, your energy, your sleep, your blood pressure, your hormones, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom. So don't click away, because what you're about to hear may be the key to reclaiming your health, your masculinity, and your life. The silent shift. How walking reprograms a man's body after 60. Most men don't realize that the first thing they start losing after 60 isn't strength, mobility, or even testosterone. It's momentum. Not physical momentum, but biological momentum. The internal rhythm that tells your body, I'm alive, I'm strong, I'm moving forward. And once that momentum begins to slow, everything else follows. Your circulation, your libido, your posture, your breathing, your motivation. It's like a chain reaction. And for millions of men, it starts silently. But here's the truth. The moment you reignite that momentum, even with something as simple as walking, your body listens, and it starts responding. What actually happens inside a man's body when he starts walking? Let's go beyond the common benefits and talk science. When a man over 60 walks consistently, several key biological systems are activated. 1. Circulatory boost. Walking stimulates the heart to pump more efficiently. It increases your blood flow to the extremities, including the brain and the pelvic region, which is critical for sexual health and cognitive sharpness. 2. Endothelial function. Your arteries are lined with endothelial cells. These cells produce nitric oxide, which helps blood vessels relax and expand. Walking stimulates these cells, improving blood flow, which directly impacts erection quality, mental clarity, and blood pressure. 3. Hormonal response. Moderate physical activity, like walking, has been shown to naturally elevate testosterone levels in older men. It also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that contributes to belly fat, fatigue, and reduced libido. 4. Neurological reset. Walking activates the hippocampus, the area of the brain responsible for memory and emotion. That's why a consistent walking habit improves mood, focus, and even reduces the risk of Alzheimer's. 5. Inflammation. Drops after 60, low-grade chronic inflammation is common and dangerous. Walking reduces inflammatory markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, easing joint pain, and supporting immune function. The difference between movement and medicine. Here's something rarely discussed. While medications often manage symptoms, walking addresses the root systems that those symptoms arise from. Low energy? Walking improves mitochondrial function. Low libido? Walking improves blood flow and testosterone. Joint stiffness? Walking lubricates the joints and strengthens surrounding muscles. We're not saying to ditch your medications. That's between you and your doctor. But we are saying this: if you're not walking, you're missing the simplest and most powerful intervention available to you today. The daily walk. Ritual, not routine. Let's talk about how to do it right. Time. Start with 20 minutes, then increase to 30 or 40 over time. Pace. Walk at a pace that allows you to speak but not sing. This keeps you in a fat-burning, oxygen-boosting zone. Environment. Preferably outdoors. Sunshine and nature enhance hormonal balance and mood. Consistency. Same time every day if possible. This builds neurobiological rhythm. This isn't just physical, it's psychological. Men who walk daily report greater mental control, fewer negative thoughts, and improved confidence, even without changing anything else. Walking and erectile function. The unspoken link. One of the most underreported benefits of daily walking is its impact on erectile performance. A Harvard study found that men who walked just 30 minutes a day had a 41% lower risk of erectile dysfunction. Why? Because the penis is a vascular organ, and walking increases vascular health. Many men over 60 believe they need pills to fix performance issues. But if blood flow is the real issue, and in most cases it is, walking is your first line of defense. Not to mention, walking boosts confidence, lowers stress, and reactivates your masculine energy, all of which are crucial to performance. Walking tells your body, I still need you. There's something primal about walking. It sends a message to your body. We're still going somewhere, we're not done yet. In ancient tribes, the men who walked led the way. Movement wasn't exercise, it was purpose. That message is still alive in you, and every step you take now reignites that masculine signal. I'm still strong, I'm still vital, I'm still leading. If this made sense to you, if you feel your body needs this, let us know in the comments. How many minutes a day are you walking right now? And if you're just getting started, say, I'm in below and commit to your first walk today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another man over 60 who needs to hear this message. Restoring power. The masculine systems reawakened by movement. There's a reason men who walk daily often appear younger, more confident, and more in control, even after 60. It's not vanity, it's biological reclamation. Because when you walk, you're not just moving your legs, you're reactivating systems that age tends to shut down. In this part of the video, we'll go deeper into how walking every day helps to reclaim your masculine core, not just physically, but hormonally, emotionally, and sexually. The hypothalamus-pituitary-testes axis, HPT axis, your hormonal command center. Every man has a powerful system inside his body that regulates testosterone production. It's called the HPT axis. Over time, due to inactivity, stress, poor sleep, and poor circulation, this system gets disrupted. But here's what's remarkable. Studies show that moderate cardiovascular exercise like walking can stimulate this axis, reigniting testosterone production. Why does that matter? Higher testosterone, more energy and drive, better muscle retention, stronger metabolism, greater libido, healthier intimacy, sharper focus, better decisions, and most importantly, more self-confidence. Daily walking isn't lifting weights or sprinting, but it's enough to send the right message to your HPT axis. Wake up, we're still in the game. Walking as a natural antidepressant and cognitive booster aging often comes with emotional weight, retirement, health worries, even loneliness. But walking has been shown to increase dopamine and serotonin, which are your natural feel-good chemicals. It also boosts BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a growth factor for your brain cells. BDNF improves memory, focus, mental resilience, Protection against age-related decline. That's why neurologists often recommend walking not only for physical health, but for emotional stability and mental strength. Just 30 minutes a day can reduce the risk of depression and cognitive decline dramatically. And when a man feels mentally sharp, everything changes. He walks differently, he talks differently, he commands respect, even from himself. Cardiovascular healing, your heart. Thanks you. Every step. Let's talk about your heart. After 60, arterial stiffness increases, plaque builds up, blood pressure rises. But walking every day slows this process down and, in many cases, reverses early damage. How? It increases HDL, good cholesterol, lowers LDL, bad cholesterol, regulates blood pressure, supports healthy weight, and reduces triglycerides, all of which contribute to better cardiovascular health and better vascular flow to critical areas of the body, including the brain and, yes, including the penis. Erectile function isn't just a sexual issue, it's a vascular indicator. If you're experiencing trouble in that area, it's often the first sign of circulatory problems, and walking is the safest, most accessible remedy. The sunshine effect. Walking outdoors for hormonal balance. Walking outside, especially in the morning, does something your body desperately needs. It resets your circadian rhythm. This regulates sleep quality, melatonin production, cortisol levels, and testosterone synthesis. Morning light exposure also boosts vitamin D, which is essential for testosterone production, immune function, bone strength, and mood regulation. So when you walk daily, especially outdoors, you're stacking multiple benefits: movement, light, fresh air, grounding, hormonal alignment. No supplement or medication can offer all of that in one dose. Walking and bone density, fighting fragility with force. As men age, osteopenia and osteoporosis become real concerns, not just for women. Low testosterone and reduced activity both contribute to bone loss. Walking, particularly on uneven terrain, creates micro-impact on the bones. This stimulates osteoblast activity, the cells responsible for building new bone. You won't see it happening, but inside your body, every step is sending a message. Strengthen here. Reinforce this joint. Make these hips resilient again. The result? Less risk of fractures, better posture, more confidence in every movement. Mind-body integration. Why walking heals the masculine spirit. Beyond biology, walking connects a man with his own rhythm again. It gives space for thought, clarity, decision-making, and even spiritual reconnection. Men over 60 often face an invisible battle. Am I still needed? Do I still have purpose? Walking answers that question, not with words, but with action. It restores a sense of ownership over the body, control over the day, and belief in one's ability to change. When you walk, you remember something primal. You're a man. You're still here. And your story isn't over. If you're starting to feel inspired, or even a little curious, comment below. Have you noticed a difference in your mind, body, or energy after walking for a few days? If not, make a commitment right now. Take a walk today, even if it's 10 minutes. Then, like this video, hit subscribe, and let's keep walking this journey together, one step at a time. The bedroom connection. How walking boosts male performance. Naturally. Let's be honest. Many men over 60 silently struggle with something they don't talk about, even with their doctor. We're talking about performance, not just in terms of intimacy, but in how they feel as men. Low drive, lack of confidence, unresponsiveness, and for some, the deep fear that those days are gone. But what if walking, something so simple, so natural, could start to reverse that story? This part of the video reveals how walking directly impacts a man's sexual performance, hormonal strength, and confidence. Without drugs, without invasive procedures, and without shame. Blood flow, the foundation of male performance. Let's start with the basics. An erection is not just about desire, it's about circulation. The penis is a vascular organ, meaning it relies on healthy blood flow to function properly. If your blood vessels are restricted, hardened, or clogged, performance becomes difficult or impossible. Daily walking improves circulation by reducing arterial stiffness, enhancing nitric oxide production, stimulating endothelial function, lowering blood pressure. These are not vague ideas. They are scientifically measurable changes that improve not only your heart health, but also your intimate performance. Walking and nitric oxide, nature's performance enhancer. One of the body's most important molecules for male performance is nitric oxide, NO. It helps relax and dilate blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely where it's needed. When you walk, especially at a brisk pace, your body naturally produces more nitric oxide. The result? Improved erectile function, reduced dependence on pills, faster recovery, greater sensitivity, more confidence. You don't need synthetic stimulants when your body can make what it needs, if you give it the right stimulus. Walking is that stimulus. Testosterone, libido, and masculine energy. Low testosterone is often blamed for fatigue, low drive, and poor performance. And while aging does cause a gradual decline, sedentary behavior accelerates it. But here's what's exciting. A study from the University of Western Ontario found that older men who walked 30-40 minutes a day had significantly higher levels of free testosterone compared to sedentary men. Another study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed a direct link between walking and improved erectile confidence in men over 50. Why? Because movement reduces belly fat, lowers cortisol, and stimulates the HPT axis, the hormonal command center we covered earlier. Walking doesn't just change your body, it reactivates your masculine chemistry. Better sleep, better recovery, better intimacy. Sleep and sex are deeply connected. When you sleep poorly, your testosterone drops, your energy plummets, and your desire disappears. But walking, especially in the morning or late afternoon, helps reset your circadian rhythm. It improves sleep quality by releasing endorphins and serotonin during the day, reducing stress and overthinking, triggering melatonin production at night. The better you sleep, the more your body heals, and the more it heals, the more performance returns, naturally. Confidence, the missing ingredient. It's not just about biology. Performance at any age is a reflection of how a man feels about himself. Walking gives you something that can't be bottled or bought, momentum. Every day you walk, you're making a decision, taking ownership of your health, reclaiming discipline, building pride. And when you feel better in your skin, when you move better, sleep better, breathe better, your confidence returns. You feel like a man again. Not just someone waiting for things to decline. That confidence carries into your relationships, into the bedroom, into your sense of self-worth. Even small steps create big shifts. You don't need to walk 10 miles a day. Start with 15 or 20 minutes. Focus on consistency, not perfection. Even slow-paced walks can bring measurable benefits, like increased morning energy, more mental clarity moments, reduced stiffness in hips and lower back, heightened romantic interest. This isn't about youth, it's about vitality. And that doesn't disappear with age. It fades from inactivity. Bring it back, step by step, breathe by breath. With every walk, you're proving that masculinity isn't a number. It's a vibration, a rhythm, a decision. Have you ever noticed your performance improving after walking for a few days in a row? Drop a comment below and let us know. Even if it's subtle, your body is talking to you. And if you haven't started yet, now's the time. Give yourself 30 days of walking and see what changes. Not just in your body, but in your confidence. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a brother, father, or friend who needs this message. Longevity in motion. Walking as a daily masculine ritual. Most health advice today is focused on doing more. More supplements, more workouts, more treatments. But the men who live longer, stronger, and more purposefully, they know something different. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what works. And walking works. Not just for a day, not just for weight loss, but for total body recalibration. In this final part, we'll go beyond science and talk about how walking becomes a daily masculine ritual, one that can prevent disease, support vitality, and redefine what aging means. Walking and disease prevention, the real numbers. Let's look at the research. Men over 60 who walk regularly show 39% lower risk of cardiovascular disease, 34% lower risk of stroke, 28% lower risk of type 2 diabetes, 25% lower risk of certain cancers, especially colon and prostate, up to 41% lower risk of erectile dysfunction. These numbers don't come from extreme fitness routines. They come from consistent daily movement, from simply walking, and the longer the habit continues, the stronger the protection becomes. It's like building a wall between you and the diseases that tend to come with age. Your legs become your shield. Your steps become your medicine. Walking as daily diagnostics. Listening to the body in motion. One of the most underrated benefits of walking is this. It tells you how your body is doing in real time.
Are you short of breath earlier than usual? Feeling stiffness in one hip? Noticing lower energy mid-walk? Walking helps you catch problems before they grow because it keeps you connected to your body's feedback system. You don't need a lab or clinic to sense imbalance. Your walk will tell you. That awareness alone has saved countless lives. Biological age versus chronological age. Here's something powerful to understand. Your chronological age is how long you've lived.
But your biological age is how fast your body is aging internally. Walking slows biological aging by. Preserving telomere length, linked to cell longevity. Reducing oxidative stress, improving DNA repair mechanisms, enhancing mitochondrial health. This means, while you may be 67 on paper, your cellular age could be closer to 55, just by walking every day. You're not a slave to your birth year. You're a product of your habits. From activity to identity. Becoming a man who walks. The most important shift happens not in your legs, but in your identity. When walking becomes a daily ritual, something changes. You no longer wait for permission to be healthy. You no longer see yourself as a patient. You no longer surrender to decline. You become a man who walks, and that's a powerful identity to hold. Because that man knows his body, guards his energy, owns his time, and leads himself every day. He's not chasing youth. He's embodying strength, and everyone around him feels it. The morning walk formula, building an unshakable routine. Want to make walking automatic? Here's a simple framework used by long-living men around the world. 1. Anchor it to waking up. Get dressed and go outside before coffee or screens. 2. Use the same route. Repetition builds consistency. 3. Make it enjoyable. Nature, music, prayers, silence. Whatever suits you. 4. Track it. Use a simple habit tracker or calendar. 5. Protect it. No meetings, no excuses. It's non-negotiable time. In 21 days, it becomes easier. In 60, it becomes part of you. In 90, it becomes who you are. Masculinity, mindfulness, and movement men often struggle to meditate, to sit still, to reflect, to process emotion, but walking gives you that space. It's active mindfulness, movement with attention. You begin to process life events, calm the nervous system, reframe frustrations, tap into deeper gratitude, regain clarity and direction. That's why some of history's greatest thinkers, from Aristotle to Thoreau, were daily walkers. They didn't walk to burn calories. They walked to hear their own mind. Aging with power. Why this isn't just about health. In the end, walking daily after 60 isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about aging with power. Because power isn't dominance, it's presence. And when you walk daily, your presence changes. You walk into rooms with more calm. You speak with more conviction. You make decisions with more clarity. You love with more depth. You sleep with more peace. And people feel it. You become the man your younger self needed, and your future self will thank you for. If you made it to this point in the video, it means something in you is awakening. You're not here for shortcuts. You're here for truth. And the truth is, walking is one of the most powerful things you can do to stay strong, vital, and masculine at any age. So now it's your turn. Drop a comment below with these words. I walk because I lead myself. That's your declaration, your decision, your commitment. Then share this video with another man, your brother, your father, your friend, who needs this message. And if our content helped you, consider supporting this channel by clicking the Thanks Value button below. Together, one step at a time, let's make this next chapter the strongest one yet.